A math professor at Brooklyn College, which is a public city university, seems to disagree with that statement.
Professor Lori Rubel wrote in an educational journal that she believes social justice issues should be injected into math lessons. Additionally, that meritocracy, which is a system where rewards are linked to hard work and talent, is a tool of whiteness. Here with his take is a student at that college, Brooklyn College, campusreform.org correspondent Vito DiGiovanni. Vito, good morning to you.
Good morning.
What is she saying?
Meritocracy is that the outcome is going to be usually based on your talents and personal performance, which is how life usually goes. So she's saying that white people use this system, this method of using your personal talent to do better in math class. Now, I don't know what she's talking about because personally I do terrible in math, and most people I know also do bad in math. So I don't see how there's another way to go about this. So she's just coming, of course, as racist. So she's saying that black students and other minority students just aren't good enough as white people to use their natural talent to learn in the classroom or to do basic other things. This is the same concept that we see with affirmative action. You know, so then you see a white student like myself at Brooklyn College. You know, how does that come, of course, to me? You know, now I have to deal with other students who, well, you know, these students at Brooklyn College usually agree with this type of thinking. These liberal, you know, biased students don't really know any better. So they're looking at me that, oh, you know, he must be better at all this stuff because he's white. You know, well, that doesn't really make sense. But you still have these college professors telling them this over and over again.
How does that make you feel as a white guy?
It makes me feel, you know, pushed out of the box almost. Like they're making me the enemy, making white people in general the enemy. So when I, you know, go talk to another student, you know, they already have a prejudgment of me based on what the professor is saying, based on what, you know, the political tension and racial divide going on in the country already is.
Sure. Vito, do you see a lot of this social justice stuff at your college?
Absolutely. I mean, Brooklyn College is where Reverend Al Sharpton went, Barbara Boxer, Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders actually spoke for the commencement speech last year, and Brooklyn College went crazy over it. This guy's a superhero to them. So social justice, that is their life. That is what these college students strive for. They want to be back in the 60s and 70s and have a movement. So they want to be part of something.
Right. So, Vito, after they graduate, how are they going to continue that in regular society? Well,
most of them are, I think, majoring in, you know, art history or racial studies or, you know, blah, 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 that, you know, doesn't really translate into jobs, and then they wonder why they don't have jobs, and they're just sitting around talking, complaining how white and black people don't have it the same way, and, you know, they spew on the regular stuff.
So you work for campusreform.org. You're a correspondent. You're conservative. You're going to this liberal college. What made you want to go there?
Well, first and foremost, my education. So I usually don't pick things and make decisions based on race, unlike many people on the left. So, you know, that's how you find the rare conservatives on these liberal campuses, and that's why the Campus Reform, these places, and like myself and my co-host Vito Palmieri with the Vito and Vito Show, we're inside the campus, and a lot of people don't hear these stories because most of the students there agree with it. So they wonder, oh, how did all these people grow up like this, or they're just college students? But it's a lot more than that. You get that from a different perspective.
We left that off your resume. We didn't realize you were co-host of the Vito and Vito Show. All right, Vito, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Vito.